Alright gamers, welcome back. World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore Ironman Adventures, episode 184, episode 34 on our Dwarven Paladin. Let's jump back in. Man, my allergies have been killing me today. I've been sniffling, sneezing, nose is runny, stuffy, all in between. I got myself a nice hot cup of coffee here for this session, and a cold green tea. We're living good, we're feeling good. Last time, I didn't get to play last night. It's my day off today, so I should be able to play today, and by should, I mean can. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, so I have 2 days off, which is nice. I took today and tomorrow off. And yeah, we left off in Astronar. We needed to... I think we're getting out of here now. Oh, that's right, we were heading back into Stone Talon Mountain. We were doing some business in Stone Talon. We needed to go talk to Ziz, continue to work on some of his follow-up quests. We needed to talk to Kayla, finish her quests, and we needed to help Piznik. So let's go ahead and fly. I don't have my MMO mouse on right now, so as we fly, let me switch that around here. Ugh. That's me, that's not you, don't worry. We gotta go under the hood here a little bit. Bam! Just like that. We're plugged into the mainframe. And we're good. That's good. That is good. Shake up the green tea. You gotta shake the green tea because sometimes you'll get this, like, it's so gross, but bro, it's like this brown, like, I don't know what else to call it, but like mucus. It's so gross. And I've looked it up. It's basically the starter. It's like the soba, I think is what it's called, or something like that. It's the starter for the green tea, or it's one of the fermenters, I don't know, but basically it can get in some batches of green tea, so you really gotta be careful. It's happened to me a few times with these smaller cans. It's never happened to me with the bigger cans or the jugs of green tea, but these smaller cans you gotta be careful with, man. It always makes me like super, I guess, worried. I was gonna say self-conscious, but that's not the right word for it. Makes me worried with these smaller cans. You take a big old swig and all of a sudden you got a mystery gift. Ugh. Yeah, this place is pretty cool. I wonder if this was just like, I mean, this was definitely designed. I was gonna say, I wonder if it was just like a little corner for assets, but no, they wouldn't bring you this way if it was. I feel like they would just pull you over the top of the mountains or something. Alright, we're going to swing back through and look for Sorrowwing, look for Pridewing. We've killed Pridewing twice now. We got the Wyvern Tailspike once, and we got his Webwing Cloak once. He does drop some mail, which would be nice. But we're also going to look for tin. There's a decent bit of tin over here, and it's mostly along this right side of the ridge. The way that we're running into it, it'll be our left, but... Buff up. Righteous Fury doesn't really do anything. I just like to have the buff on, because it makes you look more important when you have more buffs. Let's be honest. And speaking of buffs, we'll eat some Strider Stew and pop on a new Rough Sharpening Stone when we get right about here. We're going to finish up this lower bit of Stone Talon. We'll come back here around 25, 26. I need to head back to Meebok in Ratchet And then I think what might be the best play would be to catch a boat from Ratchet to Booty Bay and then fly from Booty Bay. Because we're going to Red Ridge next. We're going to miss out on some quests here. Looks like 4 of them. Red Ridge Goulash. But we'll learn a new cooking recipe with this. So that's nice. Free lunch. Hillary's necklace. Encroaching gnolls and assessing the threats. There's 1 chain. So, there's not very many chains off these quests, thankfully. Just kind of poking around for ore. There can be silver, there can be tin in these hills. We are also 3.5 bars from 26, which means we get some new training. And 26 training is actually pretty important. I get 3 new spells of rank increases of spells that I use like almost exclusive really frequently. A new flashlight will be really nice. This flash is okay. But my health bar is getting, you know, pretty big. Our total health is 826 right now, so we're only healing for 67 to 67 to 77, so that's not very much. The mana coefficiency on it is really good, but this next rank, rank 2, will be 96 to 110, so an eighth of our health basically for 50 mana versus 200 mana for a large heal. We've seen this heal crit for like 500, which is basically more than half of my health bar. So Flash of Light and Holy Light are like extremely valuable to level up every time we get a rank increase in that. At 30, I get a new rank increase on Consecrate, and it's only 2 silver, which is really nice. And if you look at, it's like double the damage. Currently, it's 64 damage over 8 seconds. This one will be 120 damage over 8 seconds. Really big. Alright, we're buffed up. Save the Rumsies, save the Dark Rum. We don't need to do any of that right now. Oh, Sorrowing. Okay, this thing is a rare elite. Do we try it? 2400 health. I kind of want to try it. It is 2 levels on me, though. I'm going to give him a try. Let's see the damage. I don't know, he kind of hits hard. Ooh, he hits kind of hard. I think we're bailing on this, boys. I'm already down to 40% mana. Oof. Yeah, Sorrowing. I didn't realize he was a rare elite. That's 2 levels on me. Yo, 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 chill, Sorrow, chill. Okay, whew. I would like to take him on at some point, but man. He's got a Soul Rend? What the hell is that? Deadly Leech Poison. Damn. He doesn't even drop anything that's like very, very rare. A mail chest piece, mail boots, a couple cloaks, but I was hoping he would drop like a nice weapon that would sell for a good bit of cash. Oh wait, the loot pool is actually a lot bigger than I thought. Damn, that thing hit hard. I just don't think I would have the health and mana needed to actually like take him down. I need to be a higher level, or I would need to have someone here to help me. Because I got him to 85% by the time that I was like at 50% of my mana. That's not going to go good. Even with like potions and being fully buffed, I don't think I take him down, unfortunately. I need to be like level 30. And I don't really know. Oh, nice tin. I don't really know what Soul Leech does, but I'm worried that it would be like an execute ability. But that's all right. We've at least seen Sorrowwing now. I wonder if hunters can tame that. I'm gonna Google that actually. Can hunters tame Sorrowwing in Classic WoW? No, hunters cannot tame. Feels bad. Apparently later in Legion they can, but I feel like in versions before Legion, they should be able to. Man, I know I'm never gonna see Sorrowwing again now. But that, like, there's just no way. I know our limits. That's beyond our limits. Tin, copper. It's 2 levels above us, and it's a rare elite. If it was just a rare, I think for sure we would take it down. But the fact that it's a rare elite, 2 levels up on me? I don't know, man. He's got a poison. He's got a leeching poison, meaning that poison heals him. I don't know what the soul drain does. And I just don't have... I don't have it in me. I can tell. I think he would cook us. If I was on my rogue, I think I could for sure take him down. Because I could just gouge kite the entire time. But I feel like on my paladin, I kind of have to just like stand my ground and fight. I did not know this went all the way up here. This is sick. Any chests up here? Nah, it doesn't look like it. You'd expect there to be some ore up here, but... Yeah, I mean, he was hitting me for like 80 to 100 a hit, and these regular Pride Wings only hit me for like 30. So it's basically like fighting 2 to 3 of them at once. Sneeze, hang on. Oh, yeah. Like I said, my allergies have been so bad, man. I accidentally slept with my window open last night. Oh my god. That was a mistake. Sorrowwing! 2400 health is also kind of crazy. He's got 3 times the health pool of me. Alright, no war. Let's head down to Ziz and what's her name? Kayla? Oh my god, my allergies, man. My allergies. the lupine mantle. Ours are definitely still better, but if I was a hunter or a rogue or hell, even a shaman, I'd be happy with these dropped. I don't know what professions I have assigned for a shaman. I think it's I don't have it in the macros, do I? No. Let's see if I have it in my notes. Herbalism alchemy is what I have our shaman set as. We had the rogue as a mining engineer, the undead rogue. We have the Tauren shaman as elemental enhancement hybrid herbalism alchemy. We have my orc warrior as arms fury, swapping at 40 with dual axes. He's going to be mining blacksmith. Undead warlock, we have a demonology destruction hybrid. We're going tailoring enchanting, of course, and then on the troll hunter, we're doing marksman, beastman, beast mastery hybrid, and she's going to be skinning leatherworking. On the alliance side of things, the male night elf rogue, obviously mining engineering again, but he'll be our last character. We're going to level him up as a subtlety assassination hybrid, versus our undead rogue, we leveled up as combat. The dwarf paladin, he's holy protection hybrid, but really he's holy protection ret hybrid. He's all three. Mining blacksmithing, obviously. The night elf druid, we're going to go skinning leatherworking. She's going to be balance restoration hybrid. My human priest, I'm going herbalism alchemy. She's going to go just straight shadow, but it'll probably wind up being shadow with a sprinkle of some other things in there. And then the gnome mage, we're going to go frostfire hybrid, and she's going to be tailoring enchanting. Okay. Gaxim. Rust fizzle. And there's Kayla. Let's talk to Kayla first.
Ah, you've come from Ashenvale at the behest of Tara. How I miss her, my homeland and friends. She must be doing well with the Sentinels to be sequestering adventurers for other tasks. I'm proud of her. It is a pleasure to meet you, adventurer.
Fun fact, this is actually my sister's name, Tara.
The situation here in Stone Talon is obviously grave for a night elf and gnome to be working together. The Venture Company has devastated these lands, and I've spent most of my time putting an end to the destruction. Do not judge Gaxim prematurely. He understands the need for us to work together. If you wish to aid us, then start by speaking to Gaxim. I'm sorry I cannot send you back to Tara with good news yet. Perhaps soon.
Sure. If I can get the proper ingredients, we can create some explosives that will not only allow me to damage the Venture Company's operations, but also cause a distraction. I know you're impressed, but it gets better. I'll tell you more soon.
Treacherous! Treacherous and dangerous! That's what this land is! But I'm here to show the Night Elves that it's a little safer with the help of good old engineering and a dash of magic. See, swearing off magic completely won't help the Night Elves. They need it! The world needs it! And with engineering and alchemy to boot, you can't go wrong. The possibilities are endless.
Tell me more, Gaxim.
You see, adventurer, I'm a member of the Enlightened Assembly of Arcanology, Alchemy, and Engineering Sciences, and it's my goal, nay, my duty, to show the Night Elves that a blend of magic mixtures and mechanisms can help save their forests. But it's a hard-fought war, and the goblins reproduce like rabbits, it seems. I haven't even had time to build my newest inventions. I need some time to plan and organize, but to do that, I need your help keeping the goblins at bay in Windshire Crag to the east.
So he's part of the EAAAES.
Off and away.
Cast pipe task.
Master Mechanic Castpipe in Ironforge has need of adventurers. He's organizing bands to re-enter Nomerigan on a data retrieval mission of top security and importance. Castpipe might not be a member of the Enlightened Assembly of Archaeology, Alchemy, and Engineering Sciences like I am, but he's still a smart gnome, so if he thinks it's important, then by my calculations, there's an 84% probability that it really is important. Those are good odds.
That's going to be a chain quest to go into Nomergon or Nomeraregan, however you'd like to say it. We won't do that, but I'll at least take this quest and go talk to him and see what he has to say. I like to take those chain quests that take you there and then kind of like hide the quest once we get there. Alright, Ziz. Ziz has a couple of chain quests for us here. We're going to go all the way up to Further Instructions, the 27 version, and Gorenzo. We'll come back for those later when we do Reclaiming the Chart Veil.
I thought those venture company higher-ups were slave drivers. But then I met Sputtervalve, the cruelest of them all. Ha! So it's better than being out of a job, I suppose. Or worse, working with that Gorenzo. If you're here to help, I've got something for you to do.
Tell me about it.
Terrible what the venture company has done here, eh? What were they thinking? Goblin company hiring a gnome. Lucky for me, Sputtervalve knows a genius when he sees one. Hired me just after I'd been kicked out. Tells me they built some enormous woodcutting machine. And Sput wants me to steal the plans for him. Unfortunately, Gorenzo, bloody gnome, wants me dead on sight. Maybe you could steal the plans for me. You should be able to find them on one of their operators.
Sure. Taskmaster Whipfang. Let's Taskmaster Whipfang, and who's the other? Formand. Not gonna say that name. Okay, add those into the target macro. We're gonna organically fight our way over to Piznik and help out how we can with Piznik. I believe we have to protect him while he's like mining up some ore. It's a wave-based quest. I remember doing that on our rogue, and it was close. We had to vanish once, so it's definitely one that we're going to fully buff up on. We're going to pop some stamina food, you know, drink a Rumsies, probably maybe even drink my Rumsies Dark. There's XT. Damn. Missed the judgment. Now remember, there are these like pools of oil that you can fish up here. It's a very unique place. I don't think anywhere else in the game has these oil spills. We'll probably wind up leveling up out here, honestly. How am I not hitting you? You were like bugged up on that ramp. That was weird. There could also be some treasure, excuse me, around here. Let's fish up that oil spill. I think we get, I can't remember what you get from this. Firefin snappers. These are used for alchemy. Ooh, watertight trunk. Inside we got mana potions and bolts of linen. I like the bolts of linen. You know, they're nice to sell. It'll be really good to do fishing on our tailor, because tailors need obviously these bolts of linen and wool and silk and all that stuff. You can get some of that for free. Oh, a Rumsey's Dark. You can get some of that for free just by fishing in these pools, but you also get leather, which is needed for tailoring, but also these fish you're going to need for alchemy. So on our herbalists and alchemists, we definitely want to be fishing. On our tailors and enchanters, we'll want to be fishing. Enchanting is going to be a little bit difficult to level up because obviously in order to get those materials, you need to disenchant greens. And we really like to sell the greens that we're not using to, put money in our pockets. But you don't really get that luxury on a tailor enchanter. You kind of have to disenchant all your greens so you can get those materials to then enchant your gear, so that way you can level up your enchanting, get more powerful enchants, right? Oh, a nice little shield. I think our oh, the deforesters are mages. Damn. I think on our mage and on our warlock, we're gonna have the hardest time with money. But thankfully, the warlock is like the paladin and doesn't have to worry about getting a mount. They get a free mount basically at level 40. The mage is the one that's gonna worry that we're gonna have to really like pinch pennies on. But mages, they get some pretty powerful spells, and it feels bad not leveling up their abilities. So we'll see how that goes, I guess. We're getting some wool out here, which is nice. There's the blueprints, nice. Throw a quick holy light on ourselves. Since there's no chest over here, let's just start working our way towards Piznik. I believe that's a rogue locker. Yeah, it is. Now the cave we're going into should, I imagine, have some tin, hopefully, but it more than likely also has a chest in there. Alright, we got all the loggers, now we just need more deforesters. Another oil spill. Come on now. Come on, there we go. I think a few of those would have been fine. As long as you're like right outside the circle, for the most part, you're fine, but see, this is fine. That would have been fine right there too. But way out here, you're not technically in the spill. Man, I'm so bummed. We found Sorrowing and I wasn't able to take him on. Oh, another watertight trunk. Nice. Best thing we can fish up from these, obviously the watertight trunks, but after that it's the Rumsey's Rum Dark and Light. Dark is better than Light because obviously Dark just gives you more stamina, 10 stamina versus 5. This is 100 extra health, this is 50. It's a healthy little oil spill here. I think at this point we're going to be switching to the normal healing potions. I've got quite a few of these now, 4. That should be enough to hold me over. Which means I'll probably just wind up selling these 2 stacks of lesser healing potions. And I'll keep a stack of these lesser mana potions. I don't really use them, but just in case, I like to have them. More times than not, I'd rather just drink a health potion to keep my health high. That way I don't have to cast any spells and let my natural mana regen start ticking, right? Or continue to tick. And then, once my health gets low, then start healing and use all the mana that we regened in that interim. The wool is very welcome. Oh wow. Well, one's a footlocker, one's a chest. Okay, these are humanoid. They will run, so it's probably going to be smart to lead with a seal of justice here. Let's go ahead and rebuff everything up. Get some fresh food buffs. Get some fresh sharpening stones on. I'm gonna just drink a Rumsey's Light for now. A lot of footlockers in here. We're more so looking for the chests, though. Now, what about ore? Do we see anything? 2 nodes of tin in there. Perfect. Once we actually make our way inside, I'm going to want to be leading with a seal of justice, judging it, that way they can't run. Now this is dicey, this is a cave, so, you know, let's play it by the rules, clear it out, take our time, go slowly, don't get greedy. I pulled 3 here, I might want to back up a little bit. These geomancers are casters and they have a frost bolt, so they slow me. I'll try and reset the geomancers, nice. I don't mind keeping 1. And there's level 26. Ooh, we got blood splattered mail shoulder plates. Okay, our next talent point goes into deflection. The next 5 levels are going to be kind of boring. They just go into deflection. But the parry chance is nice. 5% more on parry is really nice. You parry a hit, you completely negate the hit, right? Like, That's really, really nice. I think I take on 2 of these Geomancers here. Nice, a green. These shoulders do look cool. I might wind up rocking those. It is 5 silver though, but they do look pretty sick. Alright, 1 tin node is down, 1 is like basically on this level. Alright, I see 1. Oh, there's 3 nodes here. Wow, okay. Pull you over here and make like a safe little corner over here. Switch into concentration aura. Oh, hello. Pretty dicey. I see. Take care of yourself, and thanks again for the warning. He doesn't know I'm kind of like roleplaying. I misspelled again, but it's fine. I was just typing quickly. But yeah, that's why I'm kind of pulling things to this corner here. I just want to have a safe haven that I can always fall back onto. But he even understands that, you know, like, be careful in here. This place is, you can get overrun really quickly. There's a lot of mobs. There's casters in here, right? Like, thankfully he gave us a Mark of the Wild. Oof. He gave us a Mark of the Wild and Thorns, which gives us, you know, 100 extra armor, 4 to all of my stats, and then some more reflect damage, which stacks with our Retribution aura. So now anytime a mob hits us, they take 5 from the Retribution aura and 9 from the Thorns. So 14 damage back to them every single hit. That adds up. You figure 14 there, 14 there, 14 there. Like, that's an extra, what, 30 some odd, 40 some odd damage? That really does add up, like, and it adds up like really quickly. Plus all the damage that I'm dealing, 160 crits, extra damage from my auto attacks with Seal of Righteousness. I can judge them, right? I've got the Sharpening Stone on. I need to be careful about when I judge, though. In here more than anywhere. Damn, look at that. So the chest is underneath us, okay. Footlocker, footlocker, footlocker. There's 2 chests in here. 3 nodes of tin. This place is crazy, man. I cannot lead with Seal of Justice as long as I just save my judgments for the proper moment, right? The Telebeam Bananas, we always get rid of those. Oh, Lesser Moonstone, that's huge. Love that. The Watermelon, I might just wind up eating real quick. I'm saving the raw... Oh, Shadow Gem. I'm saving the raw Bristle Whisker Catfish to cook. I did get a Scroll of Protection, which is an extra 120 armor on myself. Love that. Pull just one of you back here. And respawns are going to be happening pretty soon, so I'm going to have to clear out spaces again. And that's just going to be the name of the game. don't know what that is, but I'm gonna go ahead and kick it. Fevered fatigue. Hopefully it's a disease. It is. I'm a paladin, you can't disease me. By the light! We're just gonna, you know, keep making our way through the cave, clearing out spaces, and then continuing. Really, I'm looking for where that that chest is. That one's underneath us. This one is on our way, I think. Eat the watermelon real quick. Alright, this is our new safe haven, this corner here. I probably should have just consecrated and used that damage to kill him and then put the extra damage onto you, but small little minute things. Love the miss. Some more of that tin. I think the chest is in here. Can't really get a good angle on it, but I'll see in just a second. More of that watermelon. Yes, the chest is in here. Cool. Take on both these diggers. Almost a full stack of wool. That's really nice. I'm gonna eat this haunch of meat too. Just start getting rid of the things that aren't really worth holding in our bags. Like the meats, the watermelons, that kind of stuff. 151 on our mining too, by the way. Oh, that's a 4-piece. Love that. I think I'm going to get rid of the small venom sac. I just have one, and again, anti-venom isn't really valuable in a paladin because I do have purify. I could get a skill up on that, but like it's green. I just have one. Like I said, if I had like 5 or 10, it would feel really bad getting rid of that. But what are the chances that one of them gives me a skill up? And honestly, now that I'm starting to get wool, it's not that big a deal, right? But all right, we got some ice cold milk, some bread. I can get rid of those. Some minor mana potions. Don't really care about that. We'll go ahead and just get that meat out of there and reset the chest. But we did get some copper ore, so it wasn't completely valueless. We're up to 18 tin, which is nice. Alright, I probably have to clear out this room again. Oh, not yet? Okay. I will take out that overlord though. Actually, this room is going to respawn soon. I need to be careful. Like right now, yeah. I need to get out of here. Back up here and just get ready for the respawns. I'd say if these two have respawned, the rest of these are going to be respawning soon. So I think what I actually do is I clear this side again and just kind of play it slow and clear this space out again because they're going to respawn. I don't mind taking on 2 of these guys though. Save my judgment for the right moment here. Oh, big 140 crit. Yep, look at that. Pretty much called it perfectly. And there they go. I'm cool with killing as many of these little kobolds as I can because I'm just getting so much wool, which is perfect because I do need to get my first aid up to 150, I think is when I get silk bandages. And 150 is the cap. We'll have to head into We'll have to head into the Arathi Highlands in order to get it past 150, but that's fine. It's really close to the wetlands, so you know, once we organically get to the wetlands, we'll head into Arathi just to level up our first aid. Just waiting for that Overlord to dip out of here. Wonder what's the proc chance on Seal of Justice. I don't think I've gotten a stun from it yet. Yeah, that Thorns is wearing off. It would have been nice to get value out of the Thorns on this this quest, but I'm assuming since he said he did it, it still needed time to respawn. I think once someone does it, it like despawns for a little bit, but I could be wrong about that. Alright, there goes the Thorns. $163 crit on him. I don't mind if this Overlord comes, as long as I don't pull the other Digger. Actually finish you off, then throw a Holy Light on ourselves, switch back to Red Aura. I'm getting pretty good at the Paladin. Switching my auras on the fly like that, by you know, case-to-case basis, so I can guarantee the heals with no pushback. That was bad. I got lucky there with my swing timer, but I should have hodged right there and not let him run. It would have been fine if he pulled this guy, but I'm just practicing for more high tense situations. Yeah, I'm a fan of all the wool that I'm getting in here. The other chest is like on the under bit of this cave, way over there, and the quest is here. Where's the tin? Oh, another healing potion. The tin is close to where the chest is. Okay, good. Let's front load our mana here. Since we judged, we'll put on a fresh blessing. We'll use a Holy Light. Now we can actually even front load it even more. Pop a Cons, and now we let it regen. As you can see, 61, 64, 66, 68. It looks like I'm regenning roughly 30 mana every 5 seconds. I missed my judgment. I was kind of playing that one by feel and not looking, but that's fun. Now this is going to be my new like safe haven area. I really should make it in here near Piznik, but as I clear it out, that'll be my new safe haven area, right? Two diggers spawn here. Remember about those respawns. Oh, three diggers. Okay. Kind of want to pull this one too if I can. I didn't get him. still have a little bit of time before these respawn, so don't worry about it too much. I want to get that Geomancer on the next patrol. I'm going to go for the tin in the chest first and then do the quest. Our hearth is an iron forge, so I really don't want a hearth out of here. I kind of... Oh, there's 3. Oof. I really don't want a hearth out of here. I'm going to want to fight my way out of here, especially if the tin respawns, but... And again, I don't mind killing these guys, because they're decent experience, and they drop wool, like, pretty consistently. Always loot in between the swing timers, we know that. There's Piznik. That was bad. I should have got my swing off first, then Holy Light. Just watching my back here for that Geomancer patrol. There it is. We resisted. Huge. Give me another resist. And tanked that one. The tin is over here. The chest is all the way back in there, I think. Need to be wary of the respawns back here at this point. In a place like this, you need to be, like, very thorough with your knowledge. Let's go over here. Clear this little area out right here. Now I've kind of got this, like, as a safe haven, but... Wait for that Geomancer to get out of here. That was bad. I'm gonna have to hodge now. Unless I get a crit here. Okay. Whew. I'll pull the Overlord over here. Respawns are gonna start happening back here pretty soon. Save our judgment. Two misses back to back, we love that. Now we judge. Heal up. All the Geomancer's gone, I'm gonna pull both of these guys. Make sure I get my autos. Don't even have to judge here or on you, so I can judge here. Front load the mana, new blessing. There's the Geomancer. Hodge him. Get a quick Holy Light, take on the Geomancer. We're in good shape. I'm playing pretty well right now, I'm locked in. You need to be in these caves in hardcore, man. You really need to be. No time to be like, well, I wonder what I'm gonna do later and pick up this for training and do all that. No, you worry about that when you're traveling and all that kind of stuff. When you're in a place like this, lock in. Stay locked in. Do not unlock until you're out of here. That's how people die in caves in hardcore. Another 4-piece of tin, by the way. We love that. I'll take on these two guys at once. And there's our chest. Then we get to go help Piznik, the homie. Finish you off with a judgment. None of the tin has respawned yet, which is fine. Maybe by the time that we're done helping Piznik, 2 dodges, a miss and a dodge, whatever it was. Quick Holy Light. Oh, there's more fellas in there. Some tin has respawned. Looks like right in front of Piznik too. There's really nothing worth keeping in there. I'll keep the laced cloak, I guess, but... Alright, let's head back to where Piznik is. Things are going to be respawning soon, so let's be careful. Let's clear out these boys. Take on these two really quickly. Pull you in here just a little more just in case. But these guys should be respawning soon. Like within the next couple seconds here. There they are. Is the tin above us? It is above us, Tim. Okay. We'll get it on our way out. Ooh, a gouging pick. I guess we'll get rid of... The linen actually sells for a decent amount in a stack like that. The fire fin? I'm gonna wait for the respawn in here. I know there's one more, right? Maybe not. Alright, fresh buffs. Give me just 1 second. I think I hear my cat outside the door. That's a negative. Okay. Lock in. Let's get ready. Drink a Rumsies. Fresh sharpening stone. Okay, you respawned at a perfect time. Talk to Piznik as I'm killing you.
I was once the second most important person here at this site. That all changed when Gorenzo took over. Fired my boss, Ziz Physics, and sent me down to work in the mines.
We know Ziz.
Ziz told me to stay here and gather information, though. His new boss will pay us well if we can find out what Gorenzo's plans are. Anyways, what I do know is that Gorenzo has ordered large amounts of this gold-green ore to be mined. I can get you a sample to bring to Ziz, but you'll have to watch for patrols while I get it.
Sure. We'll help you out. Alright, watch my back while I get you some of that ore. Again, wave-based, so... We lost our thorns, but we still have 9 minutes left on our Mark of the Wild. We are buffed up, about 1,000 health. Go for the caster first. We're okay, we're okay.
Health warning.
Use my potion now. I'm panicking here a little bit.
Health warning.
Kill him! This is going so bad.
Health warning.
Need to kill you quickly. I'm out of mana here. I think I'm gonna hearth. I'm out. I knew it. I knew the next wave was coming. Oh my god, that quest is insane. Alright, my cat's at the door. Hang on 1 second. Bro, we were dead there if I didn't hearth. Holy shit, boys. Okay, well, I guess it's also perfect timing. Fuck that quest. I need to be even higher than 25 to do that quest, man. Nice, we got some more health potions, which means I'm going to sell those. Some woolen cloth. I feel like I played that terribly, man. As soon as I started that quest, my cat starts clawing at my door, and I could hear him at my door, and I'm like, fuck, not right now, not right now. Things were just missing. I couldn't finish off that caster there. He was so low for so long. I took so much damage. Oh, that was bad, man. That was bad. I made the right call to hearth there, because I was dead. If not, I had no mana. Another wave was coming. I think one of those mobs respawned at the worst time. Perfect for them, worst for me. That was horrible, man. Do I put these shoulders on, or do I keep the shoulders that I'm wearing? I think I just keep my shoulders, because I made these. Oh, that was intense, man. That was intense. Almost lost it there. Almost lost it. All right, let's do some crafting real quick, and then we'll wrap this one up.
You got my attention.
You got my attention. So much bronze, man. So much. All right. This quest, we're gonna have to come back for. I need to be... This guy's selling my iridescent pearls. I need to be like level 30 before I do that quest safely. I need my next rank in Consecrate to deal more damage, and I need a higher health pool. Because fuck that, man. If I didn't hearth the exact moment that I called for it, we were cooked. We saw the next wave coming. You gotta think about respawns during that quest too. Alright, we are making, I think, the legs. I don't know if we're going to make all 26, but they're 10 silver each, so that's nice. We'll make these, I mean, until they go green, I should really be making these, I guess, but just to spend my bronze. My cat started clawing at the door at the absolute worst time. I'm like, I just tried to let you in and you didn't want to come in. And then I start this intense quest and you start clawing at the door. It's because he had to pee. Oh, God, man. Oh, that was close. That was definitely like, that was a death right there. If I don't hearth. The moment that I'm like, okay, I need a hearth right now. Like I recognized it. I did good. Sorry, that's my Discord. Let me check that real quick. Sorry, let me close out of my Discord. It's just one of my homies DMing me. All right. Sell, 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 sell. We're at 8.5 gold, man. We're making so much money. I had a long streak here where I didn't get any points. That feels bad. Okay, it's green now. So I think now we go for the patterned bronze bracers for skill ups. I could also make the silvered boots, but I might as well make the bracers. The boots do make me more money, but I still need 2 coarse stone each, right? Let's see what we can learn, though, from Bengus, right?
I hope you didn't come all the way to the Great Forge just to stay warm. Speak up, lad. Tell me what it is I can do for you.
Alright, I want to learn how to make the... All of these are going to be inefficient when it comes to... Yeah, materials that they're going to cost, I bet. Yeah, that's green. What about the pearl-handled dagger? Also green. Sells for 20 silver though, but not worth it. The bronze mace axe. Big bronze knife. Also not worth it just because it's green. Takes a lot of materials. Alright, so golden rod we definitely want to learn. Golden skeleton key. Iron buckle we want to learn because this is... Well, it's used for other trade skills, but it will give me skill increases for a little bit, I think. It won't. That's crazy. And then the green iron leggings. These are really, really good. I want to make these, but obviously we're going to need iron first. 8 iron bars, and then the rest is pretty easy to get. But okay, so far it looks like it's just going to be the bracers, right? All of these, they're not going to be efficient for how much bronze it's going to take me. They're also probably going to use coarse stone, so I might as well just make the bracers. But at this point too, I think I have enough extra cash where I can just learn everything, just spend the money. We're past the point where I need to like pinch the pennies on that. I think I'm making so much money now, and again, our well, the axe is actually pretty nice, but it does use 14 bronze bars. You need medium leather. The warhammer, actually, probably better. Uses about half the bronze, only 1 medium leather, and it sells for 20 silver versus the axe sells for 24. So I feel like this is just better to make. The great sword uses more bronze though, so far the warhammer is the best thing to make. Weirdly enough. I mean, honestly, out of all of them, I think the patterned bronze bracers is the best to make, but... Tell you what, let's head back to our bank, pick up our coarse stone real fast. We'll keep... probably keep a stack of 10, so what I'll do is keep 10 in the bank, take out 22, smelt down these 8. Actually, no, it's 2 to make a coarse grinding stone, so this is 4. So we'll keep 1 in the bank. I'll take out 35 and just use all of those. Does the silver need to be used, or should I just save it? $13 versus 8, so 5 extra silver, but it's 1 more piece of bronze and a silver bar for each. Take it just in case. We'll see if I use it. Man, I'm just thinking about it again. I am so glad that we called there to just hearth. Just go ahead and hearth. We're not. We didn't play that well, and we're not strong enough to take on that quest yet. Even though we've talked about it on our rogue, when I did that quest on my rogue. You think you're good. It's like a level 22 quest. You think you're good to take that on. Turns out you have to fight multiple waves of like 4 to 5 mobs, which is not easy. That's not easy at all. At 22, you are not strong enough to take that quest on. At 25, I was not. At 26, I was 26 there. I was not strong enough to take that quest on. That was dicey, boys. All right, let's go ahead and smelt everything down. I'm going to pause real quick while we smelt, and then I'll resume. We'll finish our crafting, and then we'll get ready to wrap this one up. I'll be playing later tonight, and we'll head back to wrap up the final bits in Stone Talon for now. We'll come back like 27, 28, 29, 30, somewhere in that range, and we'll continue with those few quests. We'll try and take on Piznik again, but man, that was dicey. That was dicey. That's a death right there, boys. That is guaranteed death right there. Because I had another wave to deal with after the one that just spawned on me right before my hearth went off. And I had to deal with respawns and the patrol, that Geomancer patrol that comes into that room and goes out. All of those are going to respawn within that quest. You have to deal with it all at the same time. It's like for sure a quest meant to be taken on with multiple people. It's got to be one of the most dangerous quests in hardcore. We had a really rough time on my rogue doing that quest. I remember we vanished like once or twice during that quest. Fuck that thing, man. Honestly. That might be a quest we wind up just saying, you know, screw that, but I don't know. We'll see. Either way, I'm going to pause and I'll resume when I'm done smelting all this stuff, so I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright, gamers, we're back. Whew. Still just kind of, you know, shaking up a little bit at that quest. At least we got some tin, we got a couple chests. We're up to 7.5 gold right now. We are going to spend some of it with our training, of course, but that's fine. Alright, let's continue with our crafting here. I think we're going to make a couple of these bracers. We can make 17 of them. I mean, fuck it. At this point, I'll use some of the silver. I want to use this silver and not just like let it rot in the bank, right? But the boots, we make more money off the boots. The bracers sell for 8, the boots sell for 13. It's 5 extra silver per boot. Let's say we make 10 of these bad boys. I mean, that's 50 silver right there, half a gold piece, right? Compared to 35 silver for 10 of these bracers. Now these go green, and I'm just, you know, we might be winding up making the gauntlets at that point, I guess. But I'm trying to be as conservative with this bronze as I can. The boots sell for more than the gloves too, which is nice. So as long as I can make these boots, I want to be making these boots, I think. After that, I think we go to the War Mall. But even the War Mall, I'm just like, I do have to use my medium leather. It's more so the coarse grinding stone that we're running out of. I'm saying I get to 170. Sorry, that's my Discord. I'm in Discord muted right now. I say we get to 170 before this goes green. Sneeze, hang on. I'm telling you, these allergies are killing me. Another sneeze? Hang on. Whew. I gotta cut my cat's heating blanket on so he can take his nap. Oh man. That's a full gold piece from all these boots right here. I also want to make some of those heavy wool bandages and just get our first aid up a little bit here too. 169. My cat's being so needy today. Now he's crying at me because he knows he wants his heated blanket on. Alright, these go green right here. I'm calling it. Oh, I could take him to 175. We'll make all 3. I just need to use these materials. Your brain makes you feel bad for it because it's like, oh, well, that's so much money. If you could put that on the auction house, it would be a lot of money. But you can't in Solo Self-Found, right? So you just need to use this stuff. And it becomes money when you make things like these boots and then you sell them, right? Alright, we get to 172. Oh, 171. Still, it's okay. Alright, we're at 7.65 gold before we sell all these boots. Let's see what we get to with all these boots being sold. I'm not looking. Almost 10 gold. Whew. That is nice. Alright, can I cook this on the forge? No. Okay, I need a brazier, which is fine. Then we'll make some heavy wool bandages. We'll go put all this stuff back up in the bank, and we'll get some paladin training. One... 2 points? Nice, huge. We're aiming for 150 here. We're not going to reach it with 17, but hopefully we get a point for every single one of these. So far, so good. No, I jinxed it. 145 would be great with me. It's gonna be cutting it close. I can't really miss another point. I can literally miss one, which is this one. Ah, don't miss anywhere, please. 142, come on. Oh, it's gonna be 144. I can already tell. Frick. Okay. Now to the Mystic Ward. At least we get another 8 silver for these bandages that I get to sell. Again, the rest goes up into the bank. I think I'm just gonna... I don't really need to carry around these extra potions. I think I'm just gonna chuck them.
Cherry pie
Sraz.
is my favoriteest food in all of Azeroth.
And then the rest of this goes into the bank. That leaves our bank funds with, what, 100 copper. I'll probably just sell the extra 4 there. Bronze completely spent. We're down to 13 bars, so we're about out of the bronze phase, though. We're on the very end of it. There's a few things I can make with bronze that'll give me some points, obviously. The boots being our main best source.
The light be with you, adventurer. How can I help you?
We're taking Flash of Light, rank 2. We're taking Seal of Righteousness, rank 4. We're taking Blessing of Salvation. And we're taking Retribution Aura. That puts us down to 7.78 gold. Which is great. I mean, that is so much money. Bimble. The next training that we get is at 28. We are going to learn both of these, so that's 2 gold there. And then at 30, we're going to learn Devotion Aura, Divine Intervention, although I'm not going to buy the materials, so I don't actually ever click this. Holy Light, Lay on Hands, Seal of Light. We're learning a lot at 30, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold at level 30. Call it 5.5 gold at level 30. So we already have the gold for our training at 30. For the next 4 levels, all of our money is going to be basically like added to the funds for later. At 32, we do learn Blessing of Might, Frost Resistance, or Blessing of Wisdom. We get a lot of training at... Oh, sorry, that's 34. So at 32, it's just Blessing of Might and Frost Resist, so that's 2 gold right there. At 34, definitely learning Blessing of Wisdom, Divine Shield, Flash of Light, and Seal of Righteousness. At 34, we learn everything. And then I'm not really going to look past that because not really any point, but... Alright, let's jump into bed. Since we head to Hearth, it does mean that I have a long journey back. I guess I could take the boat. I could fly from here to Booty Bay later tonight, take the boat to Ratchet, and then turn this in at Meebok, and then from here fly back into Stone Talon. Finish up the Deforesters. We're holding off on Piznik for a long time, probably until I come back for the Charred Veil, if not longer. I would like to get 30 before I do this quest, honestly. It won't give me experience, but it's just safer that way. Because then I'll have my next point in Consecration. I'll do more AoE damage. I'll have a higher health pool. They won't hit me as hard because I'll have higher armor and, you know, more points in Holy Light and stuff. And speaking of that, before we log off, let's change our spells. We have Holy Light rank 4, Blessing of Wisdom rank 2, yep, Flash of Light rank 2, Seal of Righteousness, we got a new rank in that. We also learned Blessing of Salvation, which I'll put on 8, I think. Never really going to use this ability, but I just wanted to learn it to, like I said, fill up the bars a little bit. Ret Aura is natural. Now it does 8 damage back, which is also nice. If I had another point in this, that would have been nice, as they take more damage to themselves. And Yeah, I think that's it. Other than that, let's change our heal bot real quick. Spells. I might have to reload so I can pick up on Flash of Light. Let's see if that works. I think reload worked last time we did this, but... There it is, okay. There we go. Quick little 100 health heal for 50 mana, not bad. And we're gonna fall asleep in the chair drinking booze. Classic dwarven style. Alright guys, we're gonna call this one here for now. I'll be back on later tonight for some more. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for hanging out. We avoided death today. Say our prayers. Thank the gods, right? Alright guys, I'll see you later tonight. Thanks for hanging out. Peace and love, and God bless gamers.